And what was the issue early on for Johnny tonight?
Just wasn't sharp. He finally got sharp in about the fourth inning. Stuff was good, but just missing. A lot of the balls that they hit, Cabrera hit a ball hard down the third base line. I think Kinsler maybe hit a ball hard up the middle, but the rest of the hits were kind of well-placed hits and got his pitch count up. But slider came into play in the fourth inning better. Good two-seamer from the fourth inning on, and just wasn't really sharp the first three innings.
And has that been the trend over the past three? Is that the common thing?
No, I don't think so. I think, he spun 3 cutters up his last start, but besides that, he threw the ball pretty well.
As far as in the seventh with Almonte, is that a case because of where your bullpen is? Hochevar's only coming in if you have the lead?
Yeah, well, we were going to push Hoch if we were down 1. We didn't want to. Not having Matson or Herrera really kind of depletes our depth down there, and you don't want to use Hoch or Wade or Hawley when you're down, 2 or even really down 1 because, you can get on a run the next 2 or 3 days and really need those guys. So we knew that we were limited to Almonte and Guthrie when we were behind. We knew what kind of stuff Almonte had, and he showed it tonight, 98-mile-an-hour fastball, good curveball, good changeup. But when you're making your major league debut, there can be some jitters that go along with that. So we opted to go with Almonte first and back him up with Guthrie in case he got into trouble. And, first pitch base hit, and then, 7 straight fastballs to a dead red fastball hitter. He ended up hitting the ball out of the ballpark. But I thought Almonte, just watching his stuff, was pretty impressive.
In a spot like that, should Sal be trying to mix it up a little bit more?
Well, Sal, yeah.
Or does Almonte keep shaking to
No. I think Sal was kind of kicking himself a little bit on the 3-2 pitch because, when I talked to Sal, I said, man, really good changeup, really good curveball. And the fastball at 98. So, it was just one of those things.
What do you think of Gordon's comeback?
I thought he swung the bat well. I thought he did okay in the outfield. He's still, he's not vintage Alex Gordon in the outfield, but that will take time, to get back into that. But all in all, I thought he did okay.
Yeah, I would imagine when Moose came up in that situation, your confidence was pretty high that he was going to come through.
Well, yeah. We had, with the advantage of having Gore and some of these guys, we could make some moves and try to win that baseball game right there. And, Moose has been swinging the bat really, really well. And hit the ball really hard just right at the second baseman.
Do you have a better sense of Matson's availability?
He felt better today, but I'm still, day-to-day with him.
Okay. So he's not even in the, if he feels good, give him one more day range yet? He hasn't hit that?
Yeah, he's kind of in that range right now, but it's still not to that really feel really good range.
Okay.
Ned, when you talked a little bit about just a little hesitation with Alex, is that just getting over the mental barrier, or is that just being smart and easing it as you come back?
Well, no, I don't think so. I think, it's just, it was a pretty good injury that he had, and it's, it's part of it's mental, I think, but part of it's, recovering from the injury still a little bit, I think that play that got over Alex's head, before the injury, we see him make that play 10 out of 10 times. So it's just it's going to be a process. I talked to Nick, and getting back up to major league game speed. There's no substitute for it, and he'll continue to get better and better.